punchlines are becoming tomorrow's very real headlines. Conservative parody site The Babylon Bee revealing nearly 100 of their joke headlines have actually come true. For example, in July 2021, the Bee joked Kamala Harris taking likability lessons from Hillary Clinton. And just a month later, Axios reported on a Kamala Harris crisis dinner hosted by a former Clinton advisor. In another instance, Babylon Bee published Play School in Ville's Vaccinate Me Elmo. And less than a year later, NBC News reporting for real, Elmo is now vaccinated for COVID-19. Seth Dillon's the CEO of the Babylon Bee, joins us now. Seth, great to have you back on our program. In your wildest dreams, could you ever envision your jokes becoming reality?
Well, it's been happening for years now. It's just picking up, though. I mean, if you look at the spreadsheet that we've posted, we've got nearly 100 of them. And it seems like every day, every week, there's something new that's popping up. And I say this all the time, you know, people think that our job is easier now because the world is so insane. And honestly, it makes satire harder because we have to exaggerate the truth to make these jokes. Imagine if your job is to write jokes that are funnier than what Democrats are doing in real life.
Right, yeah, that's a great point. So how do your writers sit there and come up with something that is so egregious that it'll get the laughs, but also not be a roadmap to the Democratic Party?
It's challenging. I mean, not all of it is political. We did a joke about how pants sales were plummeting because everyone was working from home in the middle of COVID. It was a picture of a guy sitting in front of a computer in his boxers with a nice dress shirt on. And then the very next day, a story came out in Yahoo Finance saying that in Walmart, they were seeing increased sales of tops but not bottoms because of coronavirus. So, I mean, it's just insane things happening left and right. It's a struggle to stay a step ahead of reality.
Most of these jokes, let's be clear, are aimed at the left. You do have some that deal with a lot of husband and wife things that I absolutely adore, but most of these jokes are aimed at the left. Seth, what does it say about their ideas and the foundation of their ideas that they mimic and seem to copy satire?
It is funny, right? I mean, we joke all the time that it seems like they're looking at our website, looking for ideas. And personally, for me, if my worldview was leading me down this path where I was constantly making jokes come true, and like these comedy bits that were a comedy bit a week ago is what I'm doing in real life, I might rethink the direction that I'm going.
I mean, do you think we can undo this crazy?
I hope so. I mean, one of the ways to do that is to ridicule this crazy stuff that's happening. You know, I think when people have abandoned rationality on purpose, the only thing that you can really do, you can't engage with them and reason with them. The only thing you can really do is ridicule their crazy, wild ideas. And hopefully reasonable people see how insane and silly it is and come back to reality.
And to be clear, I think you guys do a great job. Not only you focus on the left, you focus on the husband-wife stuff, but you also call the right into question. So I think you do what comedy should do, which is point out the lunacy of everything. It's just weird, isn't it, Seth, that one side is copying that lunacy?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is the job of the comedian, you know. They try to tell you right now that the number one rule of comedy is to not punch down, but really the number one rule of comedy is to be funny. That's the first rule of comedy, and the way you're funny is by poking holes in the popular narrative. I think it's one of the reasons why, you know, so many people complain about how comedy's not funny anymore. They watch late-night TV. It's really not that funny. They're really going for more of the applause of affirmation than the laughter of amusement. And that's the problem. You should be poking holes in the popular narrative. That's what people want to see. That's what's funny. And so that's what we're continuing to try to do.
If you are not reading the Babylon Bee every single day, you are missing out. And again, one quick thing on the husband-wife stuff. I like this one getting me in trouble a lot. Wife doesn't like tone of husband's okay text reply. That happens to me more than you could know. Seth Dillon, thanks as always. Awesome stuff. Great stuff. Appreciate it.
I'm Steve Doocy. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.